Hey everybody, time for a little bit different of a battle report this time. So what we're looking at here is, since there's no league, no competitive play this month, we decided to try a 2.2v2 game. So there was me with my 150 orcs, one guy with 4 Baneblades. Apparently it's a legal 2,000 point AG list. We got some Tau and some Space Wolves. We did roll off randomly for teams. So it's 2,000 per person, so 4,000 per side. And as luck have it, it was the Orcs and the Baneblades against the Tau and Space Wolves. So we did actually have quite a few less units because of the 4 deployment drops with my teammate, and we ended up going first. This is your deployments finished here. Now we move on to the end of turn, or middle of turn 1. So here in the middle of turn 1, Sir actually didn't do a whole lot of damage. We thinned out some of the stealth suits in the middle. Killed a broadside that had a rail rifle. They tried to take out Longstrike, but it went to drones instead on savior protocols. And I jumped a unit of 30 boys right in front of all the Frenzian wolves and failed my charge. Only lost some fire warriors to heavy bolters. So overall, wasn't that devastating of a turn. So here we are, end of turn 1. The wolves came up and completely devastated that unit of 30 boys, as was expected. A couple fusion and missile launcher commanders dropped down and took the one Baneblade down to, I think it was 5 wounds. And then assaulted in, including another Space Wolf character, I forgot what it was. So I think it was sitting here on 3 wounds at the end of turn 1. And quite a bit of damage to the unit of Red Shooter Boys there in the middle. And they are now locked in with another commander and some drones. And that's pretty much all that happened. So going on to the top of 2. So here at the middle of turn 2, the Baneblade is sitting on 3 wounds. Being toughness 8 is a little hard to take out. The Shooter Boys and the Red Shooter Boys are really thinned down. The Red Slugger Boys came up and slaughtered the wolves that were there in the middle. And the Commandos came in and started harassing the power armored Blood Claws and characters hiding in the back. We did manage to take out Longstrike this turn, and that was about it. And the other unit of Shooter Boys, the 10 Shooter Boys are sitting on an objective. So end of turn 2, as you can see, they're now missing a Baneblade. It was taken out in combat. The other Baneblade, I think it was a Shadow Sword actually, not a Baneblade, was taken down to, I think, 11, either 7 or 11 wounds with the quad fusion commander, which is what they're really good at. And all the Space Wolf characters slammed into the unit of Red Slugger Boys. Did quite a bit of damage, but they held thanks to the War Boss's Bustin' Heads ability. And the Commandos are still in the back harassing the Space Wolves. The other Baneblade on the far edge is moving up and just shooting out fire warriors, because that's what was hiding in the building. Okay, so here, middle of turn 3, the wolf characters are, let's say, they will finish off a couple of the characters. I didn't kill any of the characters, but I did a lot of wounds to all the characters with the boys. But then they got wiped out, so the wolf characters are just there in the middle. Again, the commanders are holding on, slowly cracking through the space holes in the back. And the fusion commander died horribly, and then the other unit of Slugger Boys came up and assaulted everything that was over there, including the remaining Thunderwolf missile commanders, everything they could possibly hit. Killed quite a bit, thanks to, again, Warpath and the +1 to hit. Okay, so here are end of turn 3, and I think this is the end of the game, because we ran out of time. Space Wolf characters came up and started beating on my Orc characters quite effectively. I did kill a couple of them, because I said most of them were down to 1 or 2 wounds. Tried to take out that last Baneblade. I think it was only down to, I think it was on its last wound there. The other Space Wolf character in the corner was beating on the mech and the mech guns. And I think I finally whittled down and took out all the Space Wolf characters with the Commandos. So that was it. We called it here for time. There wasn't a whole lot left on the other side of the board. There wasn't a whole lot of orcs left, actually, either. They took out quite a few of them. I think 1, 2, 3 entire units. Yeah, 3 entire units, except for, well, there are 2 red shooter boys left. Half the tan, or about 2/3 of the tan shooter boy squad on the objective, and the other slugger boys right out there in the middle, which if a game had caught on would have come in and assisted the characters, wiping out the rest of the Space Wolves characters. So, again, we ran out of time. 4,000 points is a lot to play in just a couple hours. But that is it for this week's Battle Report. Thanks for watching.